Dang it, yeah, he missed the DDC survival. It was
Damn.
pretty hype, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it seemed pretty scary at first, but then it's like, there were some runs being pulled around, and it's like we
So like
just
DDC actually looks interesting with the cancer shots. I mean, like I don't play it myself, but it looks pretty fun because it's just so impossible.
mm,
It's like because it's like when I played Lenin, I admired how impossible some of the attacks were. It was pretty entertaining and fun.
yeah, there is a certain charm to it, but it definitely is very mean. Try and take the game seriously.
Yeah,
DDC scoring is a really good gem.
DDC scoring's cool. Like I enjoyed when you were doing it. It was pretty entertaining with Sakia B because how much survival you need.
Mm, yeah,
Alright, I'm
you're
back.
definitely. Oh, hello.
Dude, guys, the DDC cult.
What?
DDC Colt?
Dude, the DDC cult has begun.
Hasn't the
That's fine.
So
DDC
this is the
cult
start
always
of
been a thing?
DDC gang?
Oh,
No, it just real quick. I'm gonna post in the group chat. Hang on,
Oh.
Obama,
okay.
you gotta see this.
Is it all of Pyro's
Look at
followers
this.
making a DDC Colt?
the DDC cult.
Look at that. It's the DDC cult.
What the fuck?
God. You know what's missing from
What
this
is
is that
this?
what is missing from this is that they all should be cosplaying as
The-
characters from
This is
DDC.
like how EOR was created.
It's working assembly run.
They're making like an EOR but for DDC.
I fucking can't.
God. What's missing is that they all should be cosplaying as like characters from the game. Like someone should be cosplaying as like Seija, someone as Sakuna.
Yeah, someone's best, dude. Everyone should be just Yatsuhashi.
Yatsuhashi. God, what would someone do if it's like they have to cosplay Wakusagi Hime and then it's like how do they move around? They just like crawl on the floor?
They have to just like be carried in a wheelbarrow
Yeah.
by Kagero.
Like I've seen plenty of fan art where like Wakasagi's just being walked around by Seki and Kagero.
Dude, like the shit posting this is caustic of his pyro run and like all the Japanese players like, oh my god, Reimu B
Dude,
guys
that
is so
person
good.
shit posts a lot.
Yeah, it's
The
great.
Murasa person, it's pretty great.
They're gonna
Dude, he's
start in
awesome.
4 minutes. Should we explain the system now, or should we explain when they start stage
We should
1?
wait when the it starts.
Yeah.
Dude, this DDC cult image is just the best thing I've ever seen. Everyone's just doing Requiem.
I mean, this is the stuff of legends.
Dude, this
Are they
is-
really all doing Requiem?
Yeah,
Wait,
That's even
yeah,
better.
they're all doing Requiem! Holy heck!
dude, we're all doing Requiem. It's the fucking shit. Oh my god, dude, Obama. Hey,
That's
everyone-
like way better.
Obama,
It's like-
he got 1 out of 1 on mid-boss
Oh.
Kaguro's first spell.
Well, I think that one guy is actually cloning his screen because it's like I see like him dodging
Based.
Requiem is the same, but like it's like someone is on like the laptop dodging it with Sakia B, and then you have someone on the main computer dodging it with Freimu B.
Yeah, why is there not a chair there? Like, it's just like, it's like who's playing that game?
God,
It's the-
God, Yatsuhashi Requiem should really be a meme.
Dude, this is turning into a meme now. It's great.
Like
I think Reverse Needle is meme worthy as well.
Gobo's practicing stage 6.
I see.
Truce.
This is gonna be an interesting match.
Hmm.
I wonder what kind of routes they're gonna use.
Okay, I need to compose myself. Hang on.
You might need to point out the routes for me because like
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I've scored this game before, but I have a very limited knowledge on it. So Obama is the one I'm counting on, because Obama
I
get a
have pretty
lot
good
of it.
knowledge on it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it should
Obama has
be
the best
good.
knowledge of
As long as they're
SA.
both using Remue,
I think they will.
Which I think
will.
they are.
They will. There's no
Yeah.
way they're not. So, if it was Sarasis, he'd use Mercer B, but he's not here. So. Oh, he's doing survival. He did survival, so.
All right, they've got less than a minute.
It's time.
Oh boy.
Gobo hasn't played this game actively in a long time. Well, I'm sure he practiced for that.
He brought it back when Eeyore was about to beat his record, and then stopped.
because the Eeyore just blew up.
Eeyore just annihilated SA like 5.2. That's just crazy.
Oh, they're starting.
Also, the 5.2 gets Ellen and Oku. That's even crazier.
I know,
Yeah.
dude. After the stress of that entire run, nuts.
Like, yeah, that's a really strong run. 5.2 SA. That's probably one of the stronger Touhou runs.
It makes you think, like, can you even go further beyond that?
Probably like 5.25, but 5.3 is impossible.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. There it goes.
All right, Obama, explain the system.
So in SA, it is kind of simple. You mostly just want to get grays, and there's like a meter in the bottom left. If you max that out, you'll automatically block all the items. So for early game, grays is really important because like every 100 grays before stage 4 is like 4 mil or something. So you want to like get as much grays as possible. And you mostly use a lot of bombs and stuff to get grays on certain patterns, and then you'll suicide for more power. And then there's some additional stuff like if you die with 1 life left, you'll get 4 power, but I'll explain that as it goes along. Right now they're just grazing Kisame, or however you pronounce it.
Well, I think
Stage
God kind
under
of failed that
begins.
super graze on Kisume, so
And here
He's having
comes
a
stage 1
restart.
hell.
Yeah.
Hopefully things go well.
5.2 possible in this game. 5.2 happened just like not too long ago, actually. So yeah, of course it's possible. That's the highest that humans can go. Pretty sure 5.3 is just not happening.
Stage 1 is considered very difficult in this game, especially in scoring. Back in the day, when Gobo was going for his first 5-bill run, I remember most of his streams were 95% stage 1. Some streams never got past stage 1. That's just how crazy it is. Though I'd imagine that they're
Yeah.
probably going to use a slightly easier route this time around, or be more forgiving, just so they can
Yeah.
get past stage 1. Because
He's not gonna go do anything crazy. I'd expect him to get like a 4.5 or something run.
Yeah, that's what I was
as well.
gonna say. I was thinking Gobo's gonna go for like a 4.5 or something. And I think Cero will probably go for a 4 bill or so.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's-
too sure.
Zero's gonna definitely opt for 4 bill.
So
I don't think they'll do like Yamame's first spell graze. It's pretty risky.
So I guess Lunatic puts a lot of emphasis on the multiplier, whereas on the lower difficulties, you don't want to die after the first death because you don't want your PIV to fall.
Yes.
And Lunatic is
Yeah,
gonna
Lunatic,
be,
yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of moments where the players are gonna be on their last life, and so they could game over at any time if they mess something up.
Starting from starting from stage 4 mid boss, that's gonna for most 4.5 routes, you wanna finish with 5 rives because of the career bonus. So the rest of your death would be at mid boss and stage 4. But before that, you're gonna have like no rives on like stage 3 and stage 4 before mid. Throughout stage 4. Because
Yeah, the
you have
first
to support
accidental
no
death
rives.
you can make is on flying insect's nest. That's the first time you could die on accident
Yes.
and not reset.
And the multiplier does cap eventually. It's at 80.
It's gonna
K
cap in
raise?
mid stage.
Or is it 90k?
It's 90k.
90k.
Yeah,
Yes.
90k.
And so, at the end, there will be
Well,
less
if you want to be
instances of
technical, yes,
grazing.
89,900 grays, but let's round it up to 90k.
So that would basically mean like once you cap the multiplier, that would basically mean that the rest of the game from that point onward is just trying to survive.
Survive and gather point items.
All right
So
then.
this hand graze is pretty neat. It's not really that hard to pull off, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, I like to do it in survival runs. It's pretty cute.
Do you have any
I think they're
nuanced
gonna get
things to
around
say
an
about
8,000. Yeah, I
the
think
Mino
Zero's
speed?
gonna get about an 8,000 or so on the first stage, which is pretty good. It's about 4 bill pace, but we'll see how much he gets.
So how do you actually optimize the Mickey Mouse bombs?
Well, it takes a lot of timing, and you have to like see your positioning well. You can't really see your hitbox or where your character is that well when you're bombing, so it takes a little bit of practice. But like for Parsi, timing the death bombs and how you do them is pretty important. Oh, yeah, Cero got 9.2k. Yeah, that's really good.
That's strong, yeah.
Right. Yeah, 9.2k is really strong, so that's good.
For reference, how much does the 5.2 get?
Wasn't that like 11k? Close to it?
Yeah, close to 11k.
I am not sorry, ZM. I know you're not sorry.
I really
9.6k
liked
is
that streaming.
like maybe a 4.5 build tier, probably.
Yeah.
So that's
I hope.
good.
Right. Now, admittedly, I was kind of thrown off by this safe spot when I was looking up replays.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they both got a really close to the same amount of grays on stage 1, so they seem to be using a similar route, so this should be nice.
Alright.
Oh, aren't you supposed to try to keep a chain going on that part?
Yeah, for here, you want to keep a certain chain going, so you're always pocketing the items, but it's a little bit tricky to get going. He missed it for a bit, so he lost some score. But you want to start at the top and then like slowly stream down, like barely grazing any bullets, and you'll barely keep the chain going, and you'll pock all the items because of the meter in the bottom left.
So Parsi's pretty crazy. There's just a lot of bullets all coming from the center river, so you can spawn grays. Reimu A's bomb is really interesting because she doesn't cancel bullets instantly, so you utilize that bomb to graze the bullets, as you can see here.
Yeah,
It's
and like I said,
definitely-
you have to optimize these bombs a lot for some good grays.
Like, it's definitely interesting to see a bomb like this because, like, it seems like no matter the game, it always seems like you always want that bomb that just allows you to just get the most grays as possible without all the bullets going away too soon.
Also, this flower grazing is smexy.
Yeah.
Framing Girl 69 came back. I'm back. Who won DDC? Pyro did. So the West got 2 points.
So towards the end of
Yay.
this spell, you're actually going to want to suicide before you pick up the life piece, because when you die at 1 life left, you get max power.
Oh.
So you want to die. And then you're also going to suicide again towards the end of this, and you'll get another max power, so that's a good optimization.
Alright. So I guess it would be a bit risky since by that point you'd have no more lives to spend, so if you were to screw up at any point during this fight, well, you just gotta restart the run.
Yeah, it's really easy to game over before stage 6. Like, even on stage 5, it's pretty easy to game over.
Now,
A lot
this
of
is
game
a
overs on
graze that
stage
I
4 and
liked.
5.
It's not actually that hard to pull off, but it just looks so cool. There's that general bullet cloud thing going on that's in a lot of Zune patterns where you can go into a safe spot and graze the bullets as they spawn. The bubbles are aimed at you, so you want to move in a semicircle in order to avoid the bubbles, and because Parsi alternates each side, you switch to the other side and rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I like this graze. It's pretty satisfying,
Also,
actually.
noticing how
It's pretty
they are
neat.
damaging her so that they can kill her at the end.
Yeah. If you time out anything before playing in second S, you also have to reset just because you're missing one life piece. That's how close the resource route is.
And this spell is just survival.
Yeah, I don't really.
Dude, the
think,
craziest
like,
thing about, do you remember when Eeyore like timed this out in his runs?
Yeah, Eeyore did a time down to the last spell while grazing it. Me and ZM were like, what? Why?
Oh, I just noticed Gobo has a spare life.
Also, this is a good run for Cero into stage 3. It's
I think
36
Cero is
really
actually
strong.
going all out.
So stage 3 is, at least when I tried to learn it, was really tough. You have to do this manual spinning graze, and these yin-yangs have random positions, right?
Sort of random, but
Yeah.
you can, like, if you get unlucky, you'll die, and it's pretty bad.
mm,
And he got good
Like-
luck right there, so he's fine. And then he bomb right there.
And this non looks really scary, but it's actually static.
Yeah, this graze. I like the Yugi laser grazes. They're pretty nice.
I can't get
Obama.
over how long you hear the graze noise for, like, when they go for all these laser grazes.
I think Cero's opting for a 4.5 route.
Mm-hmm. Also, the second part of Yugi's mid boss is pretty risky to graze. Let's see if he goes for the full time down,
Yeah,
but
because
it's
those
pretty
bullets
risky.
that reflect bounce
Yeah.
off at really high speeds.
Yeah, he's going for the time down.
Cero's
I'm getting
PB is
nervous just
4.2,
watching
so-
this.
Oof.
Yeah,
it's
this is
4.2,
really,
not 4.5.
Lasts a
Yeah.
while too, but it's worth it doing if he's going for 4.5 for sure.
I
so.
assume it is going all out because, Gobro is extremely...
Yeah, he's probably going all out. I can respect that.
Because that's what I'm going to do
So-
too when I get to UFO, so...
Nice.
Yeah,
Alright, so they do
I'm gonna
this.
try to go all out as well.
Mhm.
Did Gobo do the thing where you like start at the top of Yugi during the mid boss spell and like move down or whatever? Like
Well, I
that-
wasn't looking. Well, I was looking at Cero. Sorry.
Zero didn't.
Yeah.
They're both at basically the same place. This is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It's head to head right now.
Well, I think Gob's is a little bit ahead, but yeah, they're both
It's
basically at the same place.
spot. In this
Cero
game.
has about 1,700 more grays. So, like I said, 100 grays before stage 4 is about 4 mil. So that's really good. We're 3 to 4 mil or
that gap
so.
is really sexy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very cool gap.
Okay, so Yugi's first spell is honestly one of the coolest things to watch in this game. I never learned how to do it, so I can't really vouch for how easy or hard it is. It looks really hard, but maybe it's not as bad as it looks. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cero's going in.
41.4k is really good entering Yugi. So this is quite a strong run for Cero.
Yeah, 2 pixel. Fucking 2 pixels of space. And then you just die. That's what Cupcake said.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember when Cupcake was complaining about this spell.
Yes. It's great.
Dude, this spell's really hard, Shackles. So
it's
this
tough.
is one of the harder grazes in SA, honestly.
it
It's
looks
really
hard.
tricky to get right.
Yeah. Like, with how fast Yugi's shooting and, the fact that you have to keep up with the cloud, it's like...
Also
You know, how-
DPSing it, because you have to constantly move down to shoot her, so you don't
Oh.
time out, and then you have to move back up in order to dodge the ring, and then you gotta move to the side. So there's a lot of things you gotta keep track of. It's pretty
Yep.
tricky. But let's see. Hopefully Cero manages
Ooh,
to get
Cero's
the
going
cap
for
as well.
safety.
Yeah.
I don't blame
Yeah,
him.
he went for safety, but that's fine, because he's a bit ahead, so that's cool.
Yeah, let's go.
Now this safe spot
Yeah.
graze looks really cool. It's actually one of the easier grazes in this game. You have
This
to find...
graze is really easy, yeah,
a
but it's
diamond.
pretty cool. I like doing it in survival just because I'm used to it, but it's really satisfying to look at. It's pretty nice.
There's a specific diamond that you want to put yourself in. And now for the Exodia.
Exodia.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's
Hopefully it
Exodia.
doesn't meme it. Oh, that was a nice, nasty first part of it. I get really
Yeah.
bad RNG on Exodia, by the way, for some reason. It's scary for
Exodia is
me.
one of those weird spells that can just get you.
We'll say, so far, it looks like Gob has a little bit less graze right now.
Yeah, he
Compared to
does. He's
Cero.
about
And
a
he has one more
1,000
ride
behind or
too.
so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Zero's about like 1,700 ahead, but he played it a bit safe or so on Yugi so far. And then last spell bombs are pretty nice because you get a lot of grays from them.
Stage 4 time.
Yep. Stage 4.
It seems like Golo saved a bomb towards the last wave there. I think you're supposed to bomb there, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what routes he's using.
I think he's just doing a safe 4-barrel actually. And then he's gonna go all out when he finishes a run, so. Didn't Gobo get something crazy like an 8, like a 7 right finish, like 4.1 or something?
Oh, I love those amulet grazes. So these are aimed at you.
Yeah, stage 4 is really cool. It's like my favorite stage for scoring by far. It's really nice.
It probably is the best, if I'm honest. And these
It's the best
lasers
stage,
look so cool too.
Also, optimizing your grays is really tricky because, like, for some reason the grays you get is really weird. It's kind of delayed. Sort of like in PCB and IN, it takes a bit after the bullets spawn before you get grays, and it's like that for this too.
Oh yeah,
And those lasers are also weird for getting grays.
On this mid-boss, you have to use certain timings to make sure that you can get every single bomb that you need. Like, because as soon as you end a wave, Orin will like immediately start a new wave, and it's possible to miss the last wave. And you notice those wisps actually drop point items, so that's a score cash-in. Gobo is now in the 1 billion range just from that mid-boss.
Yeah, that drops about like 400 to 500 items, by the way. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And you do want to optimize your bomb timings pretty well for that, just to make sure you get the maximum amount of items. It's very important for that cash.
Now
That's like one of the.
Oh, you keep going.
Yeah, SA has a lot of cash-ins like that. You'll notice throughout the late games. The early games is all about optimizing grays, but late game you have to. There's some certain like resource cash-ins, and you want to use all your bombs to get all the items.
Pretty satisfying, yeah.
Zero's making do with this cash-in.
That's the magic of the point item value / multiplier systems that Touhou's tend to have.
Nice.
It's really a beautiful system.
In this game, or at least on Lunatic mode, it's a lot less point item value and more just the multiplier.
Now we're gonna have no reason. Zero's gonna have no resource.
Like is really simple, but I do like it. It's pretty nice.
It's fun.
I guess it has a little bit of good design, but there's a lot of flaws with it.
I think it's funny how Moth was like no grays at all, and then SA's a lot of grays. Also, this is a super grays, this spell.
Yep. Just time this down.
I guess it would. Yeah, that's looking very precise in order to get the grays from the lasers and to just dodge slightly out of the way.
By the way, if Cero's run, he can still die because of survival, but his roots he should not die anymore because he wants to finish with 5 rides.
Is this a forced DBDB cap for Cero?
No, I don't think so. Well, actually, yeah, if he's doing I think
you can bomb
DBDs only for 5 bill or something. I'm not sure.
So
yeah.
It's been established that Satori is cursed, and score runners tend to die on her a lot, like flying insects nests, DBDB. Wasn't there like
flying
a
insects
bow
nests is kind of scary because you do it low power. It takes a while.
You just managed to read the score runner's minds and just.
This first spell, by the way, is kind of scary. You have to do some pretty precise taps for good grays, but I have faith. Both of our runners are doing really good. They're like both really far in the game so far, so that's nice.
Yeah, we can breathe easy once Cero gets past DBDB and Finn. So.
Yeah, but stage 5, it is pretty easy to game over in stage 5. But if he no misses Satori from now on, then he'll have a pretty good chance of getting a clear.
Do you think he'll use a safety bomb in one of DBDB and FIN?
No, I don't think he'll do a safety bomb on FIN. It's worth it to just go for the cap. Because you want to do all 3 bombs on the opener stage 5 for maximum, especially for 4.5 bill.
I think he actually might, like, I mean, because he's about to get an extend, so we'll see.
Let's see if he goes for
Yeah,
the cat
he's gonna
butt.
go for the
Oh yeah, death bomb. Yeah, that
The
would have been
good
sad if
thing
he
is that
died,
it
but I'm glad he
takes
death bombed.
so long for DBTB to set up again that one bomb is usually good.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, come on, good, okay.
Also,
that's
bow
what's
up,
nice
safe
about the plan
spot.
bomb.
Gotta get
Now
all the
let's see this
grays.
flying insect's nest.
God, just having
By
a
the
bit
way,
of
2 power and SA is basically the same as 1 power for Raimue. It does like the exact same amount of damage.
Yep, one of the
So
options is bug.
yeah, it's pretty sad, but that makes
fun.
it a little bit difficult for some parts if you're at 2 power because you're not really doing that much damage at all.
Oh, this again. Come on, you can cap it. It's hard
Yeah,
with
if he
2 power
caps this,
anyway.
then this will be pretty
Fun.
safe. That was scary towards. Oh yeah, it's pretty scary, but I think he's about to cap it.
Yeah.
Well, remember, at least this isn't
Oh, that was so
DBC.
close.
Oh, rip.
Ah!
That's fine, I
Oh,
guess.
death bomb.
Better than
He is gonna
death,
miss
better
some
than
grays on stage 5, but that's fine.
death. Yeah.
He's still I think he might be around the
Speaking
same
of...
pace as Gobo, so that should be fine.
Now, this is nice. All these wisps give you items. So stage 5 is just a huge cash-in. Go with all the point items. Well, stage 5 and 6.
Yeah, for stage 5 right here, you wanna for right here, it's especially important that right after the bullet spawn, you don't get grazed. So you want to like make sure you focus the whole time, or else you'll miss the graze. And you also want to get all the items too, because they drop a lot of items if you kill all of them. But if they just explode, then you don't get them.
This part's a little tricky at lower power.
Yeah. You want to maintain your gauge or like
Yeah.
meter right here, so you auto pock these, and you want to make sure you do it a specific way. But it's not that difficult, but it's just a little thing you gotta pay attention to.
Oh, those items got grade. Rip.
Even if it's okay if you gray him a little bit, because you're only losing just under the pock value, because it's almost the max multiplier anyways.
Honestly, grazing for POCs is such a genius thing to implement in this game.
Yeah, I like that.
That was really good thinking on Zoon's part.
And they should go for the mid-boss Orin speed kill, because for 4.5 bill, you want to speed kill Orin for like a long popcorn hell, so you get all the PIV items you can. It's pretty important for
We're doing
4.5
this
bill.
with no power.
And he
Yeah,
just
that's-
died,
that's-
and now
that's
he
a
has no
death.
power.
Oof.
Mhm.
There's no way that, like, doing that with no power is just, yeah, you can't do it.
You can, but it'll be really tricky. You have to do some pretty different things from the route you used to, probably. But Cero can probably recover.
Now he can't finish with 5 or 4 arrives. No, he can finish with 4.
He can finish with 4, but if he dies again, then he's gonna miss out on 2 lives. Cause if you die twice in an SA score run, or sometimes once, you'll miss out. You'll get only like 4/5 of a life instead
Yes.
of another life at the end. So
So he cannot die on one of these patterns. Like, don't die
Yeah,
in the
or,
non, don't
like-
die in the spell.
yeah, or miss a life piece or anything. It's not that important, but you can miss life piece on like Orange second on. It's pretty easy
Yes.
too.
Oh no.
Oh no!
What?
That's the
yeah.
nightmare of this game of always being low on lives.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
Ah,
non is really good at double KOing you. So rip Cero, but I think you should be able to get another good run going soon.
I can
Yeah.
see it,
There's
'cause
still
that
like
was-
40 minutes left.
They have-
It's a pretty
yeah.
good match.
It was a very good showing too.
Also,
Yeah.
what?
Oh,
Failure to bomb.
Oh,
Oh. Gobo should be able to get a good run still, probably
Oh,
at
yeah.
least 4.3, 4.4.
yeah, he would definitely 4 bill and get past it. So
He did miss a lot of point items right there, actually, so maybe 4.2 or so. I'm not sure.
I like how Gobo is making sure not to despawn
Safety
the
lives do
entire
matter in
circle.
stage 5 and 6, because in stage 5 it is still easy to game over, especially if you die to flying insect nest. if you have no lives until I think the end of Zombie Fairy. So if you die before Zombie Fairy after you die to Flying Insect's Nest, you'll game over. And sorry.
Oh yeah, this non is interesting because it's a milking non with point items.
Yeah, I like this non. Like, I actually like the design of this attack. It's pretty nice for cash in. You want to kill all this spirits you can, and they all drop a lot of items each. And
And
also, you want to
the
manipulate how it spawns so you get like safe spots.
the death wave or the ending wave of the bomb does damage, or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
So you time
Yeah,
it like it cancels it right as a new one spawns. Oh, he missed it right there, right as I was saying that. But yeah, you time the bomb so it like cancels right as a new one spawns.
Is Gobo gonna do ghost wheel grazes in this route?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. And Cero oofed out. He double KO'd to stage 5 mid boss second on. You know that's the double KO nightmare that I say.
Like that double KO is a nightmare regardless.
Yeah. It can be hard to read sometimes towards
Oh
the
no!
end.
Please don't time this out. Ah.
He already timed out the second non. It's pretty easy to time that out.
Give these point items.
Yeah.
Well,
Also,
like,
for Orin's last non, you want to make sure you keep your gauge by doing it a certain way as well, because this non drops point items, so you want to poke them. And then he's going to do the aggressive misdirection strat for the ghost wheels. And like I said, 2 power does as much as 1 power, so this is basically 1 power ghost wheels, which is pretty tricky. It takes a while. I don't really like ghost wheels personally. It scares me.
And
I
then
mean, the
time
way
for
that's-
the final spell where you can go into Orin, make her stop spawning those stars, then go to the top right, misdirect all the zombie fairies, stream back counterclockwise, and then finish off Orin before the zombie fairies can go back down. It's
Yeah,
such a good strat.
Yeah, I took this strat from him personally. It's a really good strat.
It's good for
For your 3 power, you
elements.
can kill it right away, but with 2 power, you can just sort of do another wave of it. It's really good.
So this was the part that Gobo was practicing before the runs began. Stage 6
is there any reason?
Has a lot of point items, and
Yeah, stage 6 gets a lot of PIV and point items. You don't want to die towards the because you get a lot of PIV, so you especially don't want to die in stage 6. Because also you get a clear bonus at the end of the game for how much PIV you have.
and it's really easy to get these items because you just stream and graze.
Yeah, point items are 1.8 mil, so it's really massive if you miss even like 1 or gray
that
1.
wisp.
Yeah, like 1 got away, so.
Actually, 2 got away. 'cause
Actually,
it was
2 got away, yeah. And for Orin mid boss, you want to make sure you kill it right away by using bombs because it spawns more fairies after this and they drop a lot of PIV and point items, so it's important.
I like his
He seems
movements
to
on
be
this.
dodging it more than like. Oh, there he bombs.
Clear bonus is like 400 to 600 mil. I'm not too sure. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, it's 40 mil per life and then 1 mil per 1000 PIV above the base.
And I'm guessing you want to bomb both of
And also you
these?
get It's also like 4 or 6 mil per 1 power you have as well. I think I don't remember the exact amount.
So the bonuses really do add up once you just finish your run.
Yeah. And stage 1 hell is happening for Cero, but I think he should be able to get another run into late game at least. He has about 30 minutes or so, and he got one into stage 5, so close to the start. And Gobo should be able to get 4.2 at least.
He'll
I
definitely
think.
clear.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna clear.
Probably just gonna go for no miss, no bomb. Which you... Well,
No, he's gonna go
wow.
for the no miss, not the no bomb.
That
You want to dodge one wave of UNR, and that was really scary, yeah. But with the planned bomb, you
I
want to...
mean, it's better to go for a no miss and no bomb anyway because you don't want to fucking lose your life. So
Yeah, SA spell card bonuses do not reward you at all. It's like 6 mil.
they don't reward you
And
until you
Oku,
get
that's
to
really sad.
Yeah, they don't reward you until you get to a 5.2 level. So
Yeah, Eeyore got LN and Oku in his 5.2, which is
yeah, Ellen and
badass.
Oku is required. Is basically required for 5.2.
He's basically doing all the hard LNN things like DBDB, Cats Walk, LNN Oku in a score run. That's just next level, and it's 5.2 level. That's pretty insane.
I wonder what Gobor is gonna go for after this.
probably a more aggressive route. Oh wow.
I hope so.
You know, I could definitely imagine why you don't want to like no miss or no bomb also, because it's like
a virtually impossible situation.
No, he could have dodged that if he
He could
went
have
to
dodged
the
to the
right.
right, I think. but-
Yeah, he could have dodged that.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
Peta is
strat.
really tricky sometimes. It's a stupid spell, or sometimes it's really easy and you can speed kill it. What is this like scary strat he's doing? Why is he doing this?
I don't like how they do this because what if you like accidentally died or
Why would you do that?
See, Uzuho
I don't know.
is generally an easy boss, but those two spells are still threats, and I think people forget that.
Yeah, those spells are really big coin flips. Like, SA definitely has a lot of RNG things in it. It's pretty scary for LNN.
But like
There's a
once
reason
you
why
get
it's
past
cursed or whatever.
Petaflare, it's over.
Yeah, once you pass Peta, then
I mean,
there's really nothing
Subsuck
that
is
can
pretty
kill you.
scary though, for choking.
Yeah, you can choke, but once you get past the first two spells, it's like a pretty good chance for LNN Oku if you're well practiced.
Definitely.
But you can mess up by nerves or whatever.
Unless you like have a rear death to Tokamak, which can happen.
Yeah. Like Eeyore, 2 of his runs had deaths to Tokamak. That's like his only weakness ever.
Yeah, and then it turned into fucking FIN.
Yeah, Uzuho is really easy if you're just trying to like casually perfect her, but then if it's a run that matters, like an LNN or a score run or something like that, then she becomes really insanely hard.
To be honest, I do not like doing Tokamak on the left. I prefer doing it on the right.
I do it on the left.
Do it in the middle. I'm just kidding.
Like, you, like,
I used to do it in the middle with Mercy B.
oh my
okay,
God.
okay, but hear me out. Do it in the sun. Just waste all your lives.
Yep, gotta spend all your bombs on extra grade.
And he's not gonna clear with 5 lives because he died too many times, like I said. So, because Subsun doesn't give a life piece.
Wow,
But
that's
this is
mean.
gonna be about 4.2 or 4.3 probably. I'm not too sure though, but we'll see.
Might be 4.3. He has to cap a Subsuck though for 4.3. Yeah, he gets it.
I mean, he probably.
I mean, it's Rainbow Ace Subsuck. It's not that hard.
I
So.
want to say he probably will, but every time I say that someone's gonna do something, they always fail.
Nah, Rainbow Ace Subsuck is like super easy.
I want the Subsuck.
Good stuff.
And he did get the cap with max power, so it's a good clear.
4.3?
4.2.
4.2 maybe? 4.2, yeah. Almost 4.3.
Hey, my
Alright.
estimates were pretty good. Pretty proud.
High 4.2.
Oh my god, I like that
4.27 is
picture that
pretty
he has on
strong.
the stream.
Is that Abukuma from Kantai Correction? Nah, it's not Abukuma. Or whatever that is. It's terrifying, and I hope she gets out of my face.
She needs to get like she needs to get like a donut in her
When she
mouth.
sees your dick. Okay, she's gone.
I think Cero should be able to potentially beat that, but I think Gobo's going to do more runs of the course, so we'll see.
Well,
what
he
else
has
he can
26
get.
minutes, so...
Yeah, 26
Yeah,
minutes left. It's a little bit over halfway left, but they did
Like-
get good runs really fast, so
Yeah, it really seems like it takes a long time for us to just get a good run going for Subterranean Animism.
That's scoring in
Yeah,
a nutshell.
it has
really.
a tough early game. It's really punishing. That's the thing.
And
But
it's,
once you get to late game, like once you get to Flying Insect's Nest, it gets a lot easier, but there's still a high risk of like game overing or losing too much score.
Yeah, as
But
we
it gets
saw
a
with-
lot easier.
As we
Just,
saw with
like, not
Cero
going
when
over.
he double KO'd to the second mid non in stage 5.
EOSD and UFO players should never complain about the game over risk because SA players have it so hard.
We all do.
I'm being ironic, but well,
I know, but
half
we all-
ironic because I mean it is true, but no, like
scoring is hard.
Scoring is hard, survival is hard. If you want to really get good at Touhou, it's a very hard road.
And again, I mean, in
Nah, it's
PCB,
fun
you don't want to mess up on Yuko because that's a lot of score lost. So everything is Monka-S.
Scoring is hard, so am I. TMI.
And failing a Sakuna spell is like the end of the world in DDC because it's like 20 mil down the drain.
Yeah. The main thing about SA though is if you die up twice, then you also lose a third life because of the life piece thing. So yeah, so it's pretty annoying. But you should potentially be able to get, if you get to Orin, you should potentially be able to get a no mistake the rest of the game as long as you don't die to nerves or something.
Well,
with
Zinni,
the 10 bombs.
it's true, but it's a half-hearted dab and not a serious insult.
Though it does really seem like they like throwing the shade.
No,
It's Dengeku. Yeah, Dengeku's fine.
I always liked the stage 2 opener, by the way. Has
How much
anyone
is dying at
commented on it
VOWG
yet?
losing your score run? Your run is over. More than that. Way more than that.
Goho is so high up on Kisume's thing. I guess Grays, yeah, definitely, but it looks scary.
Like honestly, the Kisume lasers just look.
The Kisame lasers are pretty tricky to graze. Yeah, it's a really risky graze to do, and it only gives like 300, but it's worth it. For
Makobo already has a
4.5 for
finished
sure.
run, so I expect him to do some way riskier strats now.
Yeah, he might even do the full first spell graze for Yamame.
It also cuts your faith by a third, so.
I'm really kind of confused on like the term of like POV and faith in this game because it's like you have the faith items here, but it's like it isn't really called faith.
I call it faith or PIV.
call it
I
faith
just
anyway. I don't
change
care.
it up.
It's
It
faith.
doesn't really matter that much.
When your faith gets cut in half, the faith is also applied to the career bonus in Moth. So
I like this grazing on Yamame's first non.
I think it is. It should be.
I mean, it's interesting. It's like you just got to go out for a bit, and then you just got to go back in and get all the and just graze all the red bullets before they all go away.
Yes, it does. RFS doesn't drop point items, so. Neither does Grudgeville. So you mean TD onward? Well, technically GFW. Yes, I do.
So on the flower grazes, are all the movements planned to make it align in a specific way? Or do they just improv grave it?
Improv grazes?
I can't
Yeah.
talk anymore.
Like,
I mean, it's 3:30 for you, so 2:30 maybe.
Yeah, that's super late.
I mean, it's like 7:40 for me right now. But I will say before this, when I was like trying to say LN and N to myself, it's like I started stumbling on the ends. And that's like when I had to start bringing up my fingers to just remind me what N I was at.
Almost 10k grays poggies.
Mm-hmm. I really like this aggressive grazing when it comes to like posse, honestly. Like just chasing her down during her nons.
Yeah. Also, almost 10k entering stage 2 for Gobo. That's really strong. So let's see how they do for stage 2.
It'd be pretty crazy if we got a 5 bill run.
That'd be insane.
Yeah,
I think
that would be
PvP count is
crazy.
so sick.
But I don't think they're gonna use a 5 bill route. 5 bill route's like almost 11k entering stage 2, I think, or at least 10k.
Oh. Cero's still going all out without using the safety lives. Mad respect.
Well, yeah, he was going all out, so it should pay off for him. He's into stage 3 now. 36, almost 37k entering stage 3 is pretty strong. I think he should get like 48 or 49k entering stage 4, which is probably 4.3 pace, probably higher, close to 4.5 maybe. Let's see if he goes for the full time down on this again. It's
Nope.
pretty scary.
No, he just shot it down. He's just going into that next spell.
Yeah, I was a bit behind, sorry.
It's good. It's good. I mean, immediately I kind of started watching it on the feed that the stream that is on the replay channel is streaming from, because like
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
like
Cresteds?
yeah, because I don't like having the audio out of sync.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone pointed out in chat that Marissa B scores the highest on lower difficulties.
Yeah,
Better
she
grace
does.
box?
Hmm?
Is it because of the better grace box?
Yes, yes. More to graze than Remo said.
So yeah, if Cero gets about 49k entering stage 4, this will be really strong. I think it'll be about 48k or so though.
I reckon he did that.
Yeah, he's gonna play it safe on this Shackles. It's a pretty neat strat, like semi-safe.
Yeah, it seems to be a
I've seen
mix
him
of
do this
going
strat
back
before.
down, and going back up.
Yeah, shackles is really risky. You can do it on the bottom and like kind of optimize it, and doing it on the top fully maybe gives like 30 to 40 mil more only than doing it solely on the bottom. So it's pretty risky for like not that much of a gain. So it's for like 4.5 runs.
Oh, okay. I tried doing like the blowhole spell card myself, and I always get very nervous about like dodging it, especially when going up.
Which spell?
The blowhole one, the one that Cero just captured, just,
Oh,
just before this.
yeah, Exodia. It does scare me a little bit. Like I have this one video of it giving like really scary RNG. It's pretty ridiculous. It was on a
Good
score
gravy.
run too.
Good gravy.
So yeah, Gobo is I think a bit behind Cero entering Yugi, but I think he's gonna do the full Shackles graze, so it's gonna get him probably closer to evening it out. And 47.5k is still really good entering stage 4,
Mm.
so hopefully he does well.
What kind of potential does Gobo have right now?
About the same as Cero, but since he's doing the full shackle, it's gonna be maybe a little better or about the same because he was a little behind Cero entering Yugi.
Um,
But I think probably 4.4, 4.5 pace for both of them. I'm not too sure,
I see.
but around that.
I think we'll see once Cero gets to Satori.
So are those negative spell bonuses on Shackles?
Yeah, Shackles goes negative
That's funny.
because you time down the whole thing. It's pretty funny.
Wow. Imagine like trying to time out a spell card like that, but you just end up getting negative points.
Well, it's insignificant to matter.
Yeah.
You want the life piece in the grays.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah.
again, he has over 1 billion leaving the mid boss of stage 4. Pretty much like quadruples the score, which is nice. Or triples it.
Yeah, I like how the score just starts boosting.
Yeah, once you're in stage 4, the point items give a lot because it starts dropping a lot of items in the stage. Like this part's really tricky to get all the items and also all the grays, but he did it pretty well.
I mean, you can already kind of see the difference between the stages right now, just for a brief, sort of loose comparison, because like.
Cero's run is not as strong as it was in the previous one, but this is still pretty good. So.
Yeah, he's not doing the full shackles and stuff like that, and he's taking it a bit easy, but it's still pretty strong.
Still 4.3 at least, so.
Yeah. And there's about 11 minutes left, but they're both on good runs, so we'll see how they turn out. Once Cero gets to Flying Insect's Nest and he's home free, and hopefully he gets in no mistakes Satori, that'll be really nice.
Yeah.
I'm actually really scared for him.
Yeah.
The game
I have
is
faith.
a risk.
I have faith too.
I want him to get a really nice run.
I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't blame him. With only 10 minutes on the clock.
Oh, he didn't time down.
Yeah.
Safety
Oh yeah, he
matters.
did play it safe there.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Yeah, it's worth it probably, just so you can get to the Flying Insect's Nest and can make a mistake. I've lost a lot of runs to the first spell. It's pretty scary to graze.
Got forced into the corner instantly. That might require 2 bombs if I'm lucky.
I think he should be able to kill it.
I think he can kill
See,
it.
apparently Obama's commentary isn't cursed. Obama can have faith in people and they'll succeed.
That was good. That was good.
Cero's really good. I have faith in
But
him.
if I try to have faith in people, they fail.
I want to see Cero get 4.5.
It's the good
be
vibes,
awesome.
man. It's the good
Oh,
vibes.
that was a scary. Oh, man, he did some scary stuff at the beginning of that, and it just ruined it all. But
Does
Well,
that mean that's the opening to stage?
yeah, he's gonna lose some score and graze, so it's probably about 4.3 pace now, for sure. At least that.
Oh, all because
Around
of Flying
that.
Insect's Nest, huh? So that's a 200 mil loss from a survival bomb.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if it's a 200 mil loss, but
No, it's not 200 mil.
he was like maybe 4.4 because he was taking it easy on some spots.
Yeah. But this wasn't a 4.5 because he didn't do 4 shackles. Excuse me. He didn't do 4 shackles, and he didn't time down Satori's first all the way. So
Yeah, Satori's first spell was like a 1k graze loss. Also, since he's losing that bomb, it's also a 1k loss for the beginning of stage 5 as well. Well, actually, maybe he gets 3 power and he can do it. I'm not sure.
we'll see.
I don't think he does. I think it's 2.85. Pretty sure.
Probably.
I like how on Boap you just chill for a minute.
Correct your nerves and get ready to go.
Yeah. Like just have some time to drink up your water. Like just wipe away your sweat.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to relax during that, so you can just prepare for stage 5.
Yep.
I mean, stage 5's a pretty hot stage anyway.
Yeah, 2.85 entering stage 5, so he is losing some score. Actually, he can do the 3 bombs because you get some power. I forgot about that part, but
But then low
he is
power
going to
for
be
this
1 power behind for the route. I'm not sure what that changes exactly, but that does lose some score.
it makes this part harder. Oh wait, didn't you say it
I
was the
think-
same to 1 power?
Yeah, it's this 2 power is the same as 1 power, so it's basically the same.
Oh.
But doing this as 1 power is pretty scary still.
All right, so I know you estimated that you'd estimated that both players would get 4.5 billion at the start. I'm kind of curious though. Like you estimate that for both players, and yet Cero's like high personal best is like contrarian to that.
Well, that's because they're using like a similar route. Like, because they're basically the same grays entering Yugi, except Gobo was a bit behind. And then Cero played it safe on Shackles while Gobo did the full thing, so that pretty much evened it out. And then Gobo probably went a bit ahead during stage 4, because he did the stage portion a bit better, and also the first spell. Cero played it safe on the first spell and lost over 1,000.
I mean, I didn't specifically mean that. I mean specifically on that game, it says that they scored over 2 billion.
That's probably
Instead of
not
like-
their actual score file.
Oh yeah, that's not his actual score file. Cero has 4.35 or something, I don't remember exactly.
4.38.
Yeah.
All right then.
So PB during TWC pod. Maybe.
Yeah. I'll use no score file. because they don't know who Obama is. They'll be like, who's this Obama person?
It's the ex-president.
Yeah, the ex-president of the United States.
Also, Cero didn't go for the mid-boss speed kill, so he didn't get all that faith items from the popcorn hell, so that does lose quite a bit of score as well. That's the kind of stuff you need for 4.5 bill.
At least the game over risk is steadily decreasing.
Yep. Just sooner or later, you gotta focus on keeping about 5 lives.
Here you want to just have all the lives you can. You don't want to suicide at all in stage 5. I'm not too sure what this pace is, but
This is gonna be their last run, by the way. There's no way that...
yeah.
Yeah.
They both have really good runs in the late game, so this is cool.
By the way, I like specifically how the positioning of this non-spell graze is just far enough that some of Orin's bullets do spawn, and then he can move in, do a semi-circle graze, and then move back out. That's really nice.
It's
yeah,
like, oh,
someone
you're in the
like
way.
was like, "Thanks for playing in TWC," and they pinged the real Barack Obama,
That was great.
and I retweeted it.
It's crazy. Yeah, because it seems like, you know, because you're in the way, it's like, oh, I may as well
I am
just
the
go
real
back and
Obama. What are
see.
you talking about?
Yeah, Obama like himself gets like added so many times, so he definitely ignored it.
Well, I guess I can just say that I was on stream with Obama then.
Spooky...
I don't like the way he did that.
Yeah, that was weird to go counterclockwise there.
Is he gonna have enough bombs to, like, milk all the point items from Orin here?
Yes.
Yeah, he does. Luckily, because you can do quite a few like spawns of these. Because you time it, you can kill like 3 or 4 per wave or per bomb. I mean,
Yeah. That
so we
was
had
good.
exactly enough bombs.
Oh,
was very
Zero power spleen eater.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty typical though. But spleen eater is no big deal,
It's easy.
so it's fine.
But killing it.
You should be able to kill it without timing out.
Yeah, he'll kill it. Zero power Spree Eater is pretty standard at this point, so yeah, he has enough time to take it out.
Seems like a pretty strong run for Cero. I think we can potentially put him in the lead, but I'm not sure what pace
can beat his PB.
Gobo's on. I've been looking at Cero's run.
Yeah. But Zero can definitely beat his PB. But he just can't make any mistakes. That's all. Major ones.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
that.
I
Well,
mostly
maybe
just
not
thought
beat
it'd
his
be-
PB. It might be able to get around his PB though. I'm not sure if he can beat his PB.
Oh yeah, because it's stage 4. Yeah, it can't.
Well,
beat his
he
PB,
did
but-
beat his PB, quote unquote, because his high score is 2.7 bill apparently.
He did.
But
He can get 4.3. So
yeah, I think he can get 4.3 for sure if he does well. And that was a cool graze with the wheels right there.
that was very nice.
Hey.
I guess he didn't have the graze meter full at the end of the last non like I was talking about, so he had to go in pocket, which seemed pretty risky, but he got it.
Yeah, it was very dank.
That's like the only non that drops items like ever.
Okay, Ghost Warriors is going pretty well. I have faith in Cero. So does the faith pay off?
You have
I
mountains
have faith
of
in Cero.
Nice.
Faith in
That was-
Cero.
This is why I hit Ghost Wheel goes to 4 seconds
Yeah.
in
well,
score
he did it.
run. That's scary.
He did it. It's all good.
Ghost Wheels is like not to be underestimated. It's like pretty tight sometimes, like Orin. Also, he's
Yeah.
gonna do that Gobo strat for this speed kill on the last last spell. He's doing the double wave because he doesn't have 3 power.
That was scary. Good job.
Yeah,
But he
that was
did
some
get
crunch
that, so
time
this is
right
a good
there.
run for Cero. He should be able to get 4.3, I think.
Yep.
That was some crunch time.
I think he should be fine with power. Because he's gonna be able to kill some of these enemies and get power. Oh, wait, never mind.
They don't drop power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does it really matter?
it does matter because that means he's gonna kill mid-boss Orin slower, so that loses faith and
Oh.
items. So it might lose like maybe 50 mil, probably. But he should be able to get a pretty good run. I think he might be able to get in the lead. I'm not too sure on the pace exactly.
I don't know. Gobo's run right now looks pretty fucking good. So
Yeah, Gobo's probably gonna be able to surpass it.
Mm.
I don't remember how much Cero had entering stage 5.
he had 3.2. No, 3.2. 2.77.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so this has to be the run.
If I were Seer, I'd just escape our Kappa. No, I'm kidding.
That'd be a really big heartbreak, though.
It would, wouldn't it?
Dying on Eonar
Yeah.
and then just instinctively Ring or S.
I think he did get all the spawns for those crows, so that's good.
Yeah, he got all of them.
Yeah, he got all the spawns.
Nice.
But you are
good.
right.
Back on
Gobo
base.
does have a really good run. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah,
But-
Gobo's one
Well,
of
the
them,
Grace is only 1,000 behind Cero's, and Gobo's really far away from Cero in terms of like how far
The
he is.
score-
Well, like you don't really graze at all from now on though. You don't really get at anything in stage 6 at all.
Mm. Like I do think like stage 6 is just when like okay you're just focusing on clearing the game at this point.
I
I
think,
think
he's on
Cero
track for 5
can.
rise.
Cero's probably gonna get like 4.2 or 4.3. I think
4.3 to
he
finish.
does
in
have a
5
good
rise.
amount of lives. I think he's gonna get 5 life clear,
Oh.
or no, not 5
He's
life.
gonna time
I
down the
think
entire
he-
non to get as much as possible.
I would.
Ugh. I mean that's a high
Oh.
demand right there.
It's a good idea.
I mean, it does increase the multiplier because it's not maxed.
And this is a relatively safe non. This is a relatively
it's
safe non.
free.
It's very.
I don't think
safe.
I've
It's-
ever died to this non.
Gobo's
Ever.
probably close to 4.5 build pace right now, I think. And Cero, I think he's about like 4.25. I'm not too sure.
Basically, Gobo needs to like die on Oku if Zero wants to win.
Well, it would be
Wow.
cool if Cero even got a 4.3. That would still be cool to see.
Yeah, I think Zero can finish. Zero should be able to finish with 5 rives, Obama.
ST's scoring is pretty scary, so it would be cool to see 2 4.3s in a stream.
He's going for the UNR cap. Oh, that was risky.
Scary spell.
Ah, okay, he bombed. That was an understandable decision.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, this should finish with 5 rives. So he's gonna get an extend from this non. Petal drops 1, third non drops 1, that's 2. And then the next up is safe spot, that's 3. And 4 from final non, and then the 5th one from Tokamak. So we should finish with 5.
Yeah, I think well, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I think my estimations were pretty correct. I think Gobo's on like 4.5 to
higher
4.6
score.
pace.
Go broken.
Yeah.
4.5.
He has about 200. He's gonna have like 300 mil more than Cero did entering Oku. So,
Mm. Like it's definitely looking a
but
little
he's
bit
gonna
more
get a
in
higher
the
clear
gold state,
bonus.
isn't it?
So I'm really not sure.
Go broken 4.6 at this point.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
man,
4.6.
this pita. Oh, okay, good bomb.
This was a really good match.
It was.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was nice to see.
Well, it still isn't over yet. Don't count your crows before they hatch.
That's true.
That would be really crazy if Gobo actually managed to game over at this point, though. Like,
Cero's gonna time this down.
He's not doing it high up like Gobo was, though.
I wouldn't even.
Yeah. I think he's just like really wanting to keep the amount of lives that he has so that he can get that 5 life clear.
Gobo is definitely gonna win at this point.
Gobo got the cap. Why?
Because
why
he's a
not?
Chad.
Chad.
Yeah, the only one that could have done SA Winvic scoring would have been Obama, but he's doing IN, so.
Or DXK, but he doesn't like us, so.
Yeah. If we had DXK, he'd do Moth anyway, so. And
So you're gonna go for the pedicab, though.
Probably.
he can handle it, but it's scary as fuck. God, that Peta is just so uncomfortable in score runs. It's just like, why?
It's that Graze again.
The Great Wall.
The Great Wall of.
Why would you do that? That gives like nothing. It's just swag points.
he's just fucking.
I just
flexing.
noticed the positioning for that is literally just the spell circle of Utsuho extended to the max.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Huh.
I noticed that.
Dang, he's doing it on the right. This is hurting my eyes. I'm so used to the left.
I always
You
do
know,
that, right?
The right side's the best side.
I do
Good job, Cero.
Peerless Windbound on the left, and then Hell's Tokamak on the right. I don't know why.
People
I
who
do-
do it on the right go to hell when they die.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
mean,
like,
on the
honestly-
right.
I mean, honestly, looking at this game for an hour, I feel like I need sunglasses.
That's
PWG
true.
on the right really bothers me.
Yeah, he's getting that 5 life clear, so that's good.
Suck.
Gobo's run is just really, really
Gobo's
nice.
gonna finish with 7 drives.
He's gonna have a huge clear bonus, and he has a lot of scores, so it's definitely gonna be like close to 5 bill probably.
Oh boy.
Are you sure
Or
about 5 bill?
4.8 maybe.
More like
I don't even know.
4.7, 4.6.
Let's say 4.7 to 4.8, I think.
Yeah.
I don't really know though.
I'm just happy Cero could get a run.
I don't know that much about SA actually.
Good job, Cero. Good
Nice, 5 life clear is good. Let's see.
run.
Hug.
It's like 4.2, 4.3.
Uh,
4.1, actually. We were way
Aw.
off.
Damn it.
He lost too much graze in stage 4, so it makes sense.
yep.
Dang it.
Still, got 4.1. Good stuff.
Yeah,
We gotta see Gobo's crew bonus. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Those are nice recovery dodges and Subsuck.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what he gets.
It's gonna be like a big clear bonus, like 600 mil
boy.
probably.
Oh, only 4.5, huh? We were all the way off.
So close to 4.6.
Well, 4.6 basically, so good stuff.
That's
Hoso was kind of accurate on that in the beginning.
That's my face when I get 4.6.
Well, that was a good match. It was pretty fun to watch
I
and
liked it, yeah.
commentate.
and then His
Yeah.
scoring is the next round, and it's coming up really soon.
Oh boy,
I'm
we get to have
going to
Ray
bed, though.
represent us, guys.
All right.
Hopefully he wins.
Yeah, well.
Right.
Thanks.
Well, I'll still be here though. I only know a little bit for scoring. Like I understand like a lot of the stuff you need to do with Autumn, but I don't know if any of the
It's
other players are going to be picking.
2.5 hours, but I'm sleeping. I'm not staying up. I'm not.
Yeah,
Staying
Wait, it's today as well. Oh, I see.
Yes.
It's
But
in 2.5
we're not
I
gonna
don't
hours.
think I'm gonna be awake. No, I'm probably gonna be asleep.
Gray's gonna be here, but me, Mino, and Obama, we're out. So
Guest Starry will be
Yeah.
awake and he'll host with Gray commentating. Maybe someone
Yep.
else will join, like Mary Bell.
we forced Ray. No, we did not force Ray.
Anyway, I'm probably
Ray was
just
already doing this other
gonna
stuff. Anyway.
cut things short. We usually have a long commentary session after each match, but I think I just want to cut it short so we can all go to bed.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I wanna
imagine
turn
how
off.
late it must be for you guys then. So you'll just get to sleep, get some good Z's.
T for W!
Yes.